talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see the Eagles' burner at wide receiver. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Eagles and the Panthers on Monday Night Prime Time.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Throwing to start the drive. Aguilar. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The numbers for him from a week ago, 8 catches for an even 100 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy, and that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Able to slither by. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Aguilar. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
On the move past the 40.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Aguilar into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
2nd and 2. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd down.
To throw on second down, Aguilar. He finds his man, complete. It's Lynch.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Aguilar throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Aguilar. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On first down, Bass, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the middle they go. It's Bass. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down. Aguilar. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Aguilar. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lynch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Looking to throw. Aguilar. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Aguilar eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that's a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Aguilar. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Aguilar got his tight end. That's complete. That's Lynch. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Aguilar being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And his kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Batts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And he's got his man on the out route. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 29 yards and
Get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot. and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Aguilar throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Aguilar. He finds Lynch. It's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. On second down, they'll run it here. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Aguilar. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 2nd down, it's Bass. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down. Aguilar looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Aguilar. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw. Aguilar. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 32 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take for 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Bass, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw on 3rd down, Aguilar. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hands it off out of the gun to about the 35, 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Aguilar. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lynch.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looking to throw on second down.
Aguilar. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Oh, look at the juke. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. On 1st and 10, Aguilar. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll look to throw. And his pass, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So now the Eagles down 23-20. And time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
That ball was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
2nd and 2.
And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
On third down, it's Bass. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half,